Alright, part 2. Sorry guys, I was briefly interrupted and I thought I was going to have to quit for the morning, but she ended up laying back down, so that's good. Okay, so there's what we've done so far is get the basic layout done. So here's the first page, title will be up here, some journaling and some embellishments down there, embellishment up here, and probably one right here because I have a little gap. Might as well cover it up. So I'm going to move those aside. These are the embellishments I came up with. If you haven't seen the April stamp of the month yet, this is it. It's super cute. So you have a bunch of bottles and you can fill them up with different things, and then you have the little corks that go in the top. And I haven't put the little corks on. I don't know if I will. I may just keep them open. But they have like signs and nice little sentiments on all of them, all these little things. So I stuck the stars in here. This is out of Papaya, and then every adventure has a story. I thought that was pretty perfect. So that's what I have. I'm just gonna hopefully quickly fussy cut all this. I didn't have time to fussy cut it before I came on. I just get as close to them as I can. Not as I can, but, you know, closer in. I leave a little bit of white all the way around. Don't know if you're seeing that. It's right under the light, sorry. So there's one. That is probably going to go on the other side, on the second page, just because it has that other little title, right? It's kind of nice to have a balance of the titles versus, you know, one on one side, one on the other. I think it gives it a little bit more balance that way, instead of squeezing it all on one side. Two bottle. Plus then I have a balance of two bottles that have things in them, one on one side and one on the other, because the other one's empty. Okay, now for the March. I'm just going to briefly go around on the bottom and the top. I'm not being super detailed with it. I just don't want it to be a square. I did a square for the January layout, and I'm not a big fan of it. It was not something I really liked, so I'm going to try something different. In the February one, I cut out and then put on top of the heart. So if you don't remember that, go back and look. It looked a lot better cut out. So I think I'm going to just start cutting them out. And I may redo January's just to match, because it just looks too blocky, I think. It doesn't flow. And I am using Melissa all the way through the year just because of consistency. Melissa Esplin months. Okay. There are those 4 items. Again, I want these two on this side, and this one's going to go on the other page. So I'm going to set it across. March. And these are going to be journaling spots. So, don't really know how many I want yet, to be honest. So I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to do little strips, and that's why I'm going to leave it. I don't want to do them quite yet because I don't know what I'm going to write yet. March was not too terribly busy, but it was busy enough that I probably have 6 points or something like that. I gotta go back to my photos, see which ones I'm going to choose. And that's how I know my bullets. Okay, so I kind of like how these are looking. So I'm going to take this one down flat. Okay, and it's not going to interfere with that. But I'm going to 3D foam this one. And I'm going to keep it so that the foam tape is down a little ways so that I don't interfere with my photo. So it's right here and here. I can easily slip a photo in here all the way down to here. So we're good there. Okay, so there's that side. Again, I don't have pictures yet, but I like this. I wasn't quite so sure about that geometric shapes. I like that one. Turned out really cute. Get this one. I can either put here and cover up my little gap that I have here, or you can put it up here. Kind of like it right here, just like on the others. And then, so what I'll do is I'll put a 3D foam there, so I know where I am in space with the photos, because I'm getting pretty close. So we'll put one here, and maybe one right there, right next to it. Just so that I know I'm not going onto the photo mats. There, I think that's cute. That'll be really cute. Now I'll have to probably add some, once I get the photos on here, I'm going to add some like bling or something. Dots, stickles, pearls, something of that sort. Don't really know. Bitty beads are nice, or the sequins, something. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for catching the second version too. And I'll definitely take some pictures, and then when I get the photos on here, I'll take some more pictures. So you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. Catch you later. Good morning. This is a Scrapper Stash. I have a double layout to do today. This is for my family scrapbook. Get my first of that, so I can line things up. Okay, there we go. A bit rushed this morning, but that's okay. So I have Scarlet Harbor, Papaya, and Mink, the Mink Love Story. And I have 2 of these zip strips off of, I believe it was this one, this sheet. All this papaya are my mats. Don't need this one. I'm going to use the Scarlet as the background today. And then here's the love story that I chose. That's the love story paper. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use the really wild looking one, geometric shapes, and then Harbor. Okay, so I'm going to put these 2 aside. One is This is 3.5 by 12 and then 2 by 12. So I'm going to, these are really easy because they line up really nicely. Okay, so I'm going to put this right near the center, I believe. I don't know, maybe just a little bit down. Put it right around 3 inches up from the bottom. I think that'll be good. Just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's get a runner. And then this one's going to go all the way over to the edge. Again, this is 3.5. Okay. Let's swap this out for another one. Make sure I'm using the same side. Right, you don't want to use a dark and a light. 2 darks. This one I'm actually going to do first. I just don't want to forget that I'm putting them opposite, because if you remember last month, I forgot. So there's that. And then this I'm going to do here in a little bit. Okay, so let's go back to the first side. Okay, so I need to trim this one down to 9.5. So I'm just going to trim 3.5 off. So I guess it's 8.5, actually. I'm going to put this right here. I can always trim it right here too if I really wanted. And I'm going to have to because measurements aren't exact. Okay, now I'm going to do some mats on this side. I have 4 3x3s and a 4x6 for this side. I'm going to come down about 2 inches up here, and we're going to start on the very edge. So when I actually have my photos, this is still not the end of the month, so I'm not going to do the photos yet. I just want to make sure that we see the month through before I have photos and journaling. I know it's almost done, but you never know what will happen. But when I do add photos, then they'll be measured at 2 3/4 on these ones. So just a hair less. Now this 4x6 photo, mat. I don't want to cover up this cute little lacy bit down here. I kind of want some of the harbor showing through, so let's It's up to you. If you want to cover it up, then go for it. But I'm going to be covering it up in other ways. This is where the journaling is going to go. This is the title area. So it'll be covered up enough, I think. Okay. Let's go back to this side. I have 3 4x6s on this side. I'm just going to play with placement. And then I have 2 3x3s. I think this is actually probably a pretty good placement. So that's it, kind of stair steps. I like how it's stair steps. So that's what I'm going to do. It's about 1/2 inch up from the bottom for the first one, 1.5 inches from the top for the other one. So you guys know where I'm putting them. Let's move these away so I can actually get these in. Okay, 3x3. I may have to pull that last one up because I don't remember where we placed this one. So it was at 5. Yep. I'm going to have to pull this one up. Luckily I didn't put it down too hard. Yeah. So 5. I just want to continue this across. So 5 here. And not quite big enough, huh? That's okay. We'll just do this and then trim it with scissors. I have a little one awake too, so this might be the end of the video. Just a minute. Alright, I gotta finish this up. We'll see you guys later.